all aboard the Glacier Express. Welcome to the slowest express train in the world. Plop down in one of the most sought-after window seats to experience train travel at its finest. I tell you to buckle up because this is an 8-hour journey and we have a lot of things ahead of us, but there are no seatbelts on board, so let's just jump right in.
The Glacier Express connects two of Switzerland's best summer and winter playgrounds, St. Moritz and Zermatt. It departs up to 3 times daily from both locations and runs year-round except for from mid-October to mid-December. We're filming this in August and taking the route from St. Moritz to Zermatt. Seat reservations are mandatory, which we'll talk more about later. So we recommend arriving at the station early so you can locate your train carriage, find your assigned seat, and scope out all of the onboard amenities.
We booked first class tickets, so let's show you around this carriage first. If you're traveling with luggage like we are, there are luggage racks in each carriage near the doors. There are no overhead bins, so they don't block the views, which means smaller bags can be placed under your seat. First class has a 2x1 seating arrangement. There are either 30 or 36 seats per car, so it's not too crowded. Each seat has a Swiss outlet, table, headphones, and a brochure, which I will tell you more about later. Obviously, this is a panoramic train, so there are massive windows in every carriage. They apparently have sun protection film on the glass, so hopefully Brett won't get sunburned during our ride. We also really like the dark walnut features, which were recently updated in 2020. This is our carriage's bathroom, which is very clean and looks a lot like other bathrooms on other Swiss trains too. Here's a little insider tip. In between the carriages, there are these windows that open, which make it super nice to capture pictures and videos without glass reflections. But don't stick your head out and risk getting decapitated, okay?
Next is second class. This has a 2x2 seating arrangement with similar seat amenities, although there are 48 seats in each carriage. The top tier seats on the Glacier Express are in excellence class. This offers a 1x1 seat configuration, so everyone is guaranteed a window seat, which happens to recline. This class offers luggage transport, a concierge, infotainment tablets, exclusive access to the Glacier bar and private bathroom, not to mention a 5-course menu with wine pairings, as well as afternoon tea and on-demand snacks, coffee, tea, juice, and soft drinks. Now, don't get too smitten. The price of excellence class will blow you away, but we'll chat about tickets later in the video.
Our journey has begun. The entire Glacier Express ride takes 8 hours and winds through 3 Swiss cantons. We'll cross 291 bridges and pass through 92 tunnels. Out the window, we'll see resort villages, remote valleys, the Swiss Grand Canyon, and plenty of snow-dusted mountain peaks.
Over the next 2 hours, we're traveling 85 kilometers from St. Moritz to Chur. This is the section overflowing with engineering marvels like bridges and viaducts. And Jana's a bookworm who loves to learn, so she's already been flipping through this informational brochure. When we're about to pass a noteworthy site, they play a chime on the speakers, signaling you to pop on your complimentary headphones. As you pass by the feature, it gives a little explanation of what you're seeing.
I have a feeling I'm gonna have one earbud in at all times. By the way, there are options in 7 different languages and there are 2 music channels too.
It's mid-morning and time for a little breakfast. Other than coffee, tea, and juice, there aren't any true breakfast items on the Glacier Express menu. So we went to the grocery store last night and brought a few snacks. And in case you're wondering, it's totally acceptable to bring your own food and drinks on board.
Do you know someone who would love this train ride or who dreams about these kind of views out the window? Then hit that like button first, and then you can send them a postcard from the Glacier Express. Between some of the carriages, you can buy, write, and mail a postcard, literally from a train. This is also where you can sign the train's guest book. I have never seen this on a train before, and I love the nostalgic feature to it. So when you ride the Glacier Express, see if you can find our signatures, and if you do, let us know in the comments below.
We've made it to Chur, also known as Switzerland's Grand Canyon. The next leg of our journey is 90 kilometers from Chur to Andermatt, which will take about 2.5 hours. Time for lunch. There's a real kitchen on board where the chefs prepare the daily meals, so you can trust that it's freshly cooked with regional produce. They offer a 2, 3, or 4-course meal, which is a really popular option, as well as soups, salads, and a la carte items. Of course, there's a kids menu and desserts too. In fact, if you want to dine on a dish of the day or even a multi-course meal, then you need to reserve that in advance, either when you book your seat reservation or up to 1 day in advance of your journey.
First, they come and set your table with a real tablecloth, plates, and silverware. I just need to point out that our average flight between the east coast of the US and Switzerland is 7.5 hours. This train ride is 8 hours. We might be on the world's slowest express train crawling along at 23.6 miles per hour, but I am really grateful that our meal is not a foil tray kind of dish like airplane food. I ordered the 3-course option of a salad, dish of the day, and dessert, but Brett went for the 4-course meal, which also includes a cheese course.
After passing by the deep walls and rushing water of the gorge, the train shifts to cogwheels for the 32-kilometer climb up the Oberalp Pass. This is the highest point of our ride at 2,033 meters. In the winter, it's a snowy wonderland, but in the summer, it's covered in cows grazing on wildflowers.
Welcome to one of the highest points on the Glacier Express. We stop here for like 10 minutes so you can get off the train and enjoy some fresh air. If you happen to forget your hat or your sunglasses, you can actually buy them on board from the staff. By the way, there is air conditioning on the train. You can feel like the general cool air. However, it is literally a glass box of windows. So as you can imagine, the sun can really beat down through the glass, which makes this stop in the air even more refreshing.
Also, we just finished our lunch before arriving here, and it was good, not great, a little bit bland, and the portion sizes were a little bit small, but I'm actually really glad that I got the 4-course meal because the cheese platter and the dessert were my absolute favorites. Plus, it was nice to be able to eat over about an hour and a half because it helps pass the time away. Now, you need to know that the Glacier Express only accepts cashless payments, so make sure to bring your credit card on board.
Obviously, we're filming this today to help you ride the Glacier Express, but if we were just coming as tourists, we would recommend that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. It's actually really difficult to take pictures and videos because like this, you go in and out of tunnels and there's trees, so we recommend just savoring it with your eyes. We're pulling into Andermatt and about to start part 3 of the Glacier Express. We'll travel 70 kilometers in an hour and a half through the Upper Rhone Valley. The notable feature of this segment is the Furka Base Tunnel, which opened in 1982. Before that, the train couldn't run year-round due to snow, but now this tunnel makes it an avalanche-proof route between Graubünden and Valais.
For the rest of this section of the route, we'll show you the views out the window while we talk about tickets, passes, and seat reservations. First of all, seat reservations are mandatory for all passengers on the Glacier Express. It costs 49 francs per person in first and second class, and children under 6 do not actually require a reservation unless you want them to have their own seat, which we would definitely want for an 8-hour ride. Reservations cost 490 francs in excellence class per traveler and are required even for kids under the age of 6. But this steep fee does also include the 5-course meal. You can book seat reservations on the Glacier Express website. They can be made up to 93 days in advance for first and second class, and for the entire timetable period for excellence class, which usually means until about mid-December. Unfortunately, it does not indicate which side of the train your seat is reserved for, since carriages can be attached to the train in either direction.
In addition to the mandatory seat reservation, you also need a valid ticket. In 2025, a full-price adult ticket between St. Moritz and Zermatt cost 159 francs in second class and 272 francs in first class. To travel in excellence class, you'll need a valid first-class ticket. Glacier Express tickets are 50% off with the Swiss half-fare card or free with the Swiss Travel Pass, Eurail Pass, or Interrail Pass. You can potentially save money by booking a Saver Day Pass for as little as 29 francs in second class or 49 francs in first class. But you don't need a first class pass to ride in first class or excellence class. If you're traveling with a second class train pass, you can simply buy a point-to-point class upgrade or day upgrade. Kids ages 6 to 15 pay half price or their ticket is free with the Swiss Family Card. As always, children under 6 ride for free. Unfortunately, though, dogs are not allowed on board the Glacier Express since there is in-seat food service.
You can buy your tickets on the Glacier Express website up to 6 months in advance. Or you can buy your ticket, class upgrade, or Save or Day Pass on the SBB mobile app up to 6 months in advance. By the way, if you're confused about train passes or class upgrades or day passes, you're not alone. We demystify Swiss train passes, train tickets, day passes, the SBB app, and a lot of other confusing things in our ultimate guide to Swiss transportation. So be sure to check that out after this video if you have more questions or need more help.
Welcome to Brig. We're about to travel the next 45 kilometers in an hour and a half to Zermatt through the Mattertal Valley. This whole section runs beside a river, small Swiss villages, and even Europe's highest vineyard. We wanted to do a mini Q&A to answer your most asked questions about the Glacier Express, like which side of the train should you sit on and what should you bring with you, etc. And you can find a list with all of those answers on our blog. What an epic way to end our day with a beautiful sunset on the Matterhorn. If you're looking for things to do in Zermatt, watch this next. And if you need more help understanding Swiss transportation, check out our ultimate guide to Swiss transportation on our website. And we'll see you on the trains in Switzerland.